Thank you for your patronage.
Thank you!
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Mentally Gone Reacts. My name is Callie Lacerda.
And I am Gabriella Lopes, obviously.
Obviously, or I'm Gabriella Lopes. Who knows in this world? Today we'll be reacting to The Dark Knight.
Yes.
Which is the follow-up movie to Batman Begins, which we reacted on the channel for the first time. We are introducing ourselves into the Christopher Nolan, right, is his name? Christopher Nolan's trilogy, Batman trilogy. And yeah, I'm excited because with the Batman Begins, I had it was the movie that I wrote the most notes on because everything was symbolic. Like every line, every dialogue, everything was just very symbolic, and it just hit me on like a spiritual level, you know? And I just want to preface this reaction by saying that it's kind of like hard to say it, but I feel like as a quote unquote YouTuber, creator, as a human being first, I feel like you have to be transparent. And so today I may seem a little off, but it's because my mom got into a car accident yesterday. And it was a pretty bad one. She survived by miracle, I think. The car flipped and it ended up on its, like with four wheels up. So it flipped a few times, and she's in Brazil. I'm in New Jersey. So, yeah. It's needed to say that because I feel like not many people do that. And it's so easy for you to just, turn on the camera and just say, "What's up, guys? Welcome back," whatever. I'm not like that. I'm always going to be real, and I'm always going to give my thoughts. And just know that, just where I'm at mentally.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say before we start?
Yeah, I really liked Batman Begins, so I'm excited for The Dark Knight. I'm finally going to watch the iconic Joker, which I've never got to experience, experience it yet with Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
And yeah. That's it. I'm just really excited. And Christian Bale has been an amazing actor so far, like with American Psycho, with Batman Begins. So I'm just really excited to watch this one.
Which we also reacted to American Psycho on our channel. It was the second to last or third last, following this one. If you go on our channel, you can find it. And last thing is that I have coffee burps, and that's why you'll see, I think it's just anxiety. I think it's just a lot going on in life. And then I drink coffee, and then I start burping, and I talk a lot, and I try to talk as fast as I can. And I don't know. I just want to preface that by letting people know a little bit of myself and who I am before I kind of filter this piece of art through my being. It's that's why I'm being transparent. It's full disclosure. Otherwise it's just an objective review, objective watching, which I don't think exists, because every piece of art is a manifestation of your soul, everything. So whether you like a piece of music or you don't, the feeling you get is your soul literally resonating with it. And Batman Begins, to me, was the best one so far that we've seen. And we've seen a lot of amazing movies. Forrest Gump was another one. It was amazing. So they all kind of touch me on a deeper level. That's what she said. And I just wanted to preface that. So now I got everything I needed to say out the way. You got everything you needed to say out the way?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, go watch our last reaction video, which was Taken. And that one actually made me cry. So if you guys want to see that.
That one was a heavy topic, man. Heavy discussion on that one towards the end.
But yeah, I'm excited for this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. So with that being said, don't forget to put your glasses on, Callie. I'm speaking in the third person. I don't know why. Again, I'm really mentally gone today, but we're still going to get through this. And I want to do it today because art is healing. So art heals the soul, and I think God speaks to us through art. So with that being said, countdown for the patrons on Patreon. Thank you again for supporting us. It's because of you guys that we're able to keep this show on the road, keep it running. You guys help a lot, and just this is our full-time thing. We're trying to figure this all out, make it a business, make it something that can kind of sustain itself so that we can do it more often. And the patrons are the ones that have been really helping. Obviously everybody, but the patrons, everybody who has monetarily contributed to this, thank you. Special thank you.
Thank you.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, the clown masks. So it starts straight off with clown masks.
So why do they call him the Joker? I heard he wears makeup. Makeup? Yeah, to scare people. You know, war paint.
All right. So he's the mastermind.
Right. Looks that way, yeah. You have the stations to write checks and stuff.
That's funny, it didn't dial out to 911. It was trying to reach a private number. Is it a problem? No, I'm done here.
Oh, what? Huh? So that guy's probably like the bank manager. Yep, it's a bank, the vault. Mm-hmm.
They won't have to split as much if he kills that guy that he just killed, you know?
You're right, actually, yeah. That's exactly why.
Maybe.
Yeah.
They're like, frick this.
Because they're already like criminals with no moral compass, so it doesn't matter, you know? Just get all of it. Wow, damn.
Whoa!
Shotgun from that distance, really?
Right through the glass. I didn't expect him to be packed up.
Yeah, to be packing. Look at him. Fierceless. Nice.
Out, right?
He's out, right? Oh, shoot.
Oh, God.
This guy might have tricked the other...
Where's the alarm gun? Boss told me when the guy was done, I should take him out. One less share, right?
I knew it.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh, man.
You're a little criminal with your mindset. Yeah.
And look, another less share. He's like, hey, that's what he just told me.
I'm betting the Joker told you to kill me as soon as we loaded the cash.
Killed the bus driver.
What happened to the rest of the guys?
He's going to kill him. I knew it. He just said it. I killed the bus driver.
Damn, he has an automatic pistol, it seems. It goes... Trrr.
I believe whatever doesn't kill you simply makes you
Oh, shoot.
Stranger.
Damn. I had a feeling because he wasn't talking that much. He was just like nodding and stuff because of the voice.
Oh, shoot.
Or it's a gas.
He pulled the pin.
Wow. Look at the timing. Look at that. What a getaway. Oh, slick back hair,
no.
chest hair. Like, that's how you always know that it's a mobster. It's like the chest hair and the slick back hair.
And a leather jacket.
Yeah.
Why would you wear it? I told you my compound would take you places.
Oh, Scarecrow.
One of you!
That doesn't look like Batman. Guns. Batman uses guns now?
This is crazy. Oh, shoot. How many are there?
Oh, wow.
Oh, shoot. I thought they were like in a team now.
Yeah.
Damn. That's like a Rottweiler, right?
Yeah, it is.
Ooh, those are...
Yeah, those are ruthless.
Oh, shoot.
Damn.
Perfect timing.
Oh, look.
I don't need help.
Not my diagnosis. What gives you the right? What's the difference between you and me?
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
He looks so different from the first one.
Yeah.
What about this Joker guy?
One man or the entire mob?
Stubborn as you are.
He's done.
Every time he looks away, it's like,
Yeah.
you already know.
Look at the new district attorney.
Need to know if he can be trusted.
Are you interested in his character or his social circle?
Oh, shoot.
Oh,
Who's
that's the
that?
girl. Rachel from the last movie. Yeah, that's her right there, right?
No, they probably switched her out.
It's not the same actress,
I feel
you're
like
saying?
she was like a dirty blonde type of gal.
Flip a coin to see who leads.
It's my father's lucky coin.
Chance.
Oh no.
I don't.
I don't like this. I don't like this.
What?
Do you not see? There's like a chemistry going on.
Hostile?
Oh my god. Oh, it jammed. The gun jammed.
If you want to kill a public servant, Mr. Roney, I recommend you buy American.
Shots fired at China right there.
I'm fine, by the way.
Come on, Harvey, you're Gotham
He was saying
DNA.
something about going on a date. That's why I'm telling you. I'm not liking
You said
this.
you're a rat.
Look, they're holding hands. But it's strange because the last movie ended with her and Bruce, you know?
Enterprises will be a powerhouse.
Well, Mr. Lau,
Ah, he's back.
Mr. Wayne, expressing our own excitement.
He just let Fox run it, right? He put him as CEO.
Anything else you can trouble me for? Shoot. 3 buttons is a little 90s, Mr. Wayne. You want to be able to turn your head.
Turn his head.
Oh, because it was probably like too stiff, you know? Like he has to like work like this.
Is it just me, or is his Batman voice like more like lower than usual?
Natasha, are you the
Prima ballerina for the Moscow Ballet.
Harvey's taking me next week.
Really? So, you're into ballet?
Oh God.
Rachel's told me everything about you.
I certainly hope not. So, let's put a couple tables together.
I'm not sure that they'll let us.
Oh, they should. I own the place.
I own the place, just like last time.
Who appointed the Batman?
We did. All of us who stood by and let scum take control of our city.
But this is a democracy, Harvey.
Democracy.
You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Huh. Damn, that's profound.
Batman is looking for someone to take up his mantle.
Someone like you, Mr. Dent?
Wow.
If I were sneaking out every night, someone would have noticed by now.
Oh gosh.
Nice of you, Bruce, but I'm not up for re-election for 3 years.
No, you don't understand. We're fundraising with my pals. Don't ever need another cent.
Interesting. Oh look, it's the
It's
the
guy.
mobsters.
Yeah, so the Falcone family is the guy from last movie. So he got put away, I guess, and now this other guy took place.
As you're all aware, one of our deposits was stolen. A relatively small amount, 68 million. I got Hong Kong, far from Dent's jurisdiction. And the Chinese want to extradite one of their own.
How can you move the money?
I already have.
Oh, shoot.
Oh my gosh. Oh shoot.
Purple suit.
Give me one reason why I shouldn't have my boy here pull your head off.
How about a magic trick? I'm gonna make this pencil disappear.
Ah. Ah. Oh my God.
By the way, the suit, it wasn't cheap. You ought to know, you bought it.
Shit.
You bought it because it's their money.
Yeah.
Batman has no jurisdiction. He'll find him and make him squeal.
What do you propose?
Got scared. He turned off his camera. He's like, oh, hell no. I'm out.
If it's so simple, why haven't you done it already?
If you're good at something, never do it for free.
It's true.
You think you can steal from us and just walk away?
So listen, why don't you give me a call? My card.
The Joker
A
card.
Joker card.
I love the makeup.
And he's literally a jokester. Look, he's got hidden stuff in his coat.
We need Lau back.
Like just reading.
The Chinese won't extradite a national under any circumstances.
If I get him to you, can you get him to talk?
His voice is darker. It is.
It's like,
It's more guttural now. Yeah, I can't even do it without hurting my throat.
Now, hardened Kevlar plates over titanium dipped.
Ooh.
It'll be lighter, faster, more agile.
Oh shoot. Imagine someone
Perhaps you
was
should read
standing
the
there.
instructions first.
Yeah.
Oh, he took the entire Russian ballet on a yacht.
They've just killed the Joker. They brought the body.
What? Killed the Joker? No way.
Dead? That's 500.
Oh my god.
He goes off crazier than me.
Why so serious?
Why so serious?
Oh my gosh.
Let's put a smile on that face.
Oh my God.
Why so serious?
Oh my God. Oh, he gave him a dummy phone.
That can't be just any phone, though.
Sends out a high frequency pulse for mapping an environment.
Just like a
Submarine, Mr. Wayne. Like a submarine.
any other device.
It's in place.
Just like a bat, too. Sonar mapping. They emit sounds, and then sound bounces off of objects, and that's how they know positioning in the world.
I wonder if he's actually on the top of a building.
Yeah.
Because Christopher Nolan is known for,
Practical effects.
Yeah, not doing too much CGI and stuff.
Exactly.
It'd be pretty wild if he pulls like some Tom Cruise stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
It's like gel.
Is it gonna blow?
Looks like a timer, time beeping bomb. Oh, that's completely distorting the frequencies.
Oh shoot!
So it puts their security in jeopardy.
The power's down.
Yeah.
Is he in the new suit?
Yeah, and it looks crazy cool too. Look at that.
It's all like sculpted.
Yeah, it's more like skin tight, it seems. It's like more adjusted to his body.
They definitely added some muscle.
Yeah.
Some like muscle.
Hey, you keep focusing on his muscles now, huh?
Shut up.
Bigger biceps.
You're funny.
Look at that. The bat of the night.
Oh, that is so cool.
Just like the Joker said, that the Batman would find him, you know?
What?
It's a distraction. Oh, look, it's like a weather balloon. Oh, is that a cargo plane? Damn, that's so badass, dude. Just like Mr. Fox said, he said that the CIA developed this technology, like a light to signal where your location is, and then a plane comes. That's crazy. A cargo plane at that.
Oh, shoot.
Look, Lieutenant, please deliver it to Lieutenant Gordon. Look at that. Deliver it on a platter.
Well, I don't know about Mr. Loud's travel arrangements, but I'm sure glad he's back.
With word, Loud.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, boy, looks good on tube. Sure you want to embarrass me in front of my friends, Lieutenant?
Oh, damn.
7 counts of conspiracy murder.
Oh.
The defendant's plea.
What the heck? Are those all lawyers for each one of them? Look at how crazy.
The head guys make bail, sure, but the mid-level guys, they can't. They'll cut deals that include some jail time. Think of all you could do with 18 months of clean streets. Sit down.
He's the mayor, this guy. That's
Oh, okay.
in the seat.
Because I thought at the beginning, for whatever reason, that he was a mayor.
They're all going to come after you now, and not just the mob. 'Cause they get anything on you. Criminals back on the streets, followed swiftly by you and me.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, that scared the shoes out of me, dude. The Batman with the Joker mask.
It's probably one of those
Fake vigilantes.
Yeah, those fake Batman.
Look at that. Half bat, half Joker.
Will the real Batman please stand up? Oh my gosh.
Tell them your name.
Are you the real Batman? No. Then why do you dress up like him?
Oh my gosh.
Batman must take off his mask and turn himself in. Every day he doesn't, people will die. I'm a man of my word.
Wow. That's crazy.
I got chills from that.
I got a heart attack from hitting the window.
I got chills from that, like, performance right there.
Any psychotic ex-boyfriends I should be aware of?
Oh, you have no idea.
You heard that?
Yeah.
He's like, are there any psychotic ex-boyfriends? And Alfred said, you have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really don't. Oh my gosh, look at him. He has to flex so hard.
He always makes an arrival. Look at that.
Gotham can feel a little safer, a little more optimistic. Let's hear it for him.
All right, okay, whatever.
Yeah, he's just trying to pass the mantle. Like, he wants someone to carry on his justice-seeking endeavors.
You know that day that you once told me about when Gotham would no longer need Batman? It's coming. Harvey is that hero.
See?
What are you up to?
We're secure. I want a floor-by-floor search of the entire building. No complete threat against your life.
These are dangerous people, Judge.
That's the judge, right? That saw the Joker card.
I had to explain to my wife.
There's like a build-up. It's like a ticking bomb, you know?
Somebody with access to your office or your house must have left a tissue or glass. Wait!
What's going on?
What are you doing?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm telling you, it's like a ticking time bomb.
You know who he is? Hands up, pretty boy.
Hands up, pretty boy. Because, you know, they don't know.
What? Didn't he tell her to stay over there?
You must be Harvey's squeeze.
His main squeeze.
Look at me.
She's like waiting for someone to help.
Little fighting you. I like that. Then you're gonna love me.
Damn. Yeah, his voice is super dark, dude.
You're gonna love me.
And I prefer it like this. It's more guttural. It's scarier. You're gonna love me.
Don't touch my girl.
Yeah.
I can't even do it.
Oh, look.
Whoa.
Drop the gun. Oh, sure. You just take off your little mask and show us all who you really are. Hmm?
Oh my gosh, is he gonna do it? Oh my gosh.
Very poor choice of words.
Let her go.
No. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, he broke her fall. Damn.
Wow.
It's interesting how she didn't call out his name, like, Bruce, help, you know?
Some men aren't looking for anything logical. Or bullied, reasoned, or negotiated with. Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Yeah, there is such thing as pure evil.
That's insane.
Yep. Joker is pure chaos and evil.
That is crazy.
Yeah, because he's not motivated by anything rational.
Harvey Dent.
I need 10 minutes with the scene before your men can tell
shoot,
you.
it's like a play on words.
Whatever you're gonna do it fast. Because we found his next target. He's put it in tomorrow's paper.
The mayor.
What?
What are you building for him now? Rocket ship? I want $10 million a year for the rest of my life.
You think that one of the wealthiest, most powerful men in the world spends his nights beating criminals to a pulp with his bare hands? And your plan is to blackmail this person?
I'll try to make him feel crazy, you know? Yeah, it's like make them feel
so
crazy
clever.
when they get close to the truth, you know?
Yeah.
Reconstruct the bullet.
1502 Randolph Apartments. Aggravated assault. Moved to Arkham twice.
So they're trying to discover what the Joker's identity is. That's what they're trying to do with the fingerprints and stuff.
And there's a freaking parade going on?
Yeah.
Why are they having a parade with everything that's going on?
And considering that Gotham has a lot of corrupt cops.
I remember when I first took
took office, and I asked him if he wanted to stay on as commissioner, and
Wait, he got in?
He's in the building. Look at that.
Our guns. Uniforms.
Yep. Yep.
Oh shoot, that cop is fake.
Honor, guard, attention. Hard.
Oh shoot. Oh. Without the makeup. Oh my god, how did nobody see that? So they didn't get him. They tried to get him. Okay, so the Joker failed, it seems, or did they get him? Commissioner Gordon?
No. No.
He can't be dead, right? Rachel Dawson?
Where is she?
I know. I don't. Well, he took her to a car, but you know, like who's who in this world is what's like frightening me a lot. Oh, he's in the club. I just wonder what type of martial arts is this? You know, like there's probably like a specific name for it. If you guys know, comment below, because I'm curious.
Yeah.
It's like takes on like multiple opponents, you know?
The quickness.
Yeah.
I'm where you should be at Major Crimes. I'm trying to deal with all this mess. And can I get the fingerprint analysis?
Gordon's gone, Rachel.
He vouched for these men.
And he's gone.
Mm-hmm. He's gone. So I'm telling you.
Anyone in this town we can trust. No, Rachel, come on. I know you're his friend,
Harvey,
but
trust me. Gotham now the safest place in the city.
Mm.
tell anybody where you're going and I'll find you there.
I love you.
Oh, she didn't say it back.
Yeah, 'cause she loves Bruce Wayne.
If you don't scare somebody, pick a better spot. From this height, foe wouldn't kill me.
I'm counting on it.
Ouch.
There goes your legs. Gonna break your legs. That's what the Joker's doing. But let's see if Harvey Dent has that.
I wouldn't!
He's like breaking him, you know?
Heads, you gotta keep your head. Tails. So, you wanna tell me about the Joker?
Yeah, him and his coin, huh? Like, what's going on there? Look, again, with the coin.
He'd leave a man's life to chance.
Not exactly.
Think Thomas. He's a paranoid schizophrenic.
Oh,
What do you expect to learn from him?
Do your research, Harvey. Come on now. Do your research.
If anyone saw this, all the criminals he pulled off the streets would be released, and Jim Gordon will have died for nothing.
That's interesting.
You can't give in.
You can't give in!
Interesting. Very interesting, huh? Yeah, his sense of morality, Harvey Dent, is very iffy. Like, it's very unstable. He was about to kill that guy.
Yeah, and he's playing little jokester tricks too with that little coin.
You always told me that if the day came when I was finished, we'd be together.
Your one hope for a normal life.
Oh gosh.
Oh, there you go. Now you can finally rest and just be at ease.
Thank God. Finally, with the right man. Oh.
With the Batman.
Exactly.
And they're not gonna let us be together.
Oh, come on. Don't start making excuses.
Batman can't do. I told you so.
Oh, no.
I suppose you're going to lock me up as well.
Look at the lights. It's so cool.
Tell them the whole thing was your idea.
Look at that. Oh my God, that's so badass. That's a cool little basement.
That's not why we're demanding he turn himself in. We're doing it because we're scared. We've been happy to let the Batman clean up our streets for us until now.
Things are worse than ever.
Oh, gosh. Please, Bruce, don't do this.
No more dead cops. He should turn himself in. Give us
Everybody's trying to get an applause now. pineapple doesn't belong on pizza, and then everybody's so same random things. Imagine.
Don't do it. Don't.
I am the Batman. What? Huh? He's turning himself in.
What?
Can you give this to him for me? When the time is right.
Bruce.
What is that?
How do you know what he's thinking?
I do. Anyway, Harvey, this isn't just about you. What about all the people who are depending on you to clean the city up and to do it honorably? And
Does Harvey have a big ego, though? Because that's the vibe I'm getting, is that he wants to be the hero so badly.
Heads I go through with it.
this is your life. You can't leave something like that to chance.
Not.
Look at her kissing everybody. Come on.
Look, both sides are heads, you saw?
Hmm.
So there are no tails. It's always heads.
So he was never going to kill that guy. So he's an actually good guy.
I don't know. I guess.
Hey, you wait like everybody else, pal.
Oh my god. Jeez, dude.
What?
The Joker appears out of nowhere, just like chaos. It just erupts. It's like a volcano. You don't expect it.
Just like Batman.
Yeah. They're very similar, except one of them has like a clear set of rules.
Listen, we need backup.
They think he's the Batman, but do you think that the Joker really thinks that he's the Batman?
I don't know if the Joker knows that Bruce Wayne is the Batman. I don't know that.
He's gonna need something a lot bigger to get through this.
And he probably has it.
A rocket launcher.
Is that a bazooka?
Bazooka? yeah, that's how I used to call it as a kid. Car, you know? Oh, there we go. See?
See? So he must know right now.
Yeah.
That it's...
Yeah, everybody knows now, right? Oh my god. Oh my god. My question is, does Batman kill people? Because a lot of the stuff that's been happening, like people have been getting killed.
I don't think he blatantly kills people.
Oh my god, it just jumped, you saw?
Woo!
Jeez, it just leaped in the air. Oh my god.
Harvey Dent. Oh, excuse me. I want to drive.
I want to try.
He has like no sense of anything.
Oh my gosh. Goodbye.
Oh shoot. Oh
what?
My god, look at that. Damn, dude, that's so crazy.
That is so...
Just
wow.
Turned into a motorcycle. The Bat bike.
Now that's clutch right there.
Yeah.
You could just like blow things up out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's a bat.
Did you see that flip of the wheel?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so crazy, man.
He missed!
What?
Damn, dude. Now that, I wonder if that was practical. To flip a truck that big, dude? Still alive.
Oh man, he doesn't die, huh?
Yeah. Just like the Batman.
He's a stubborn one.
Come on, hit me. Come on, hit me. Come on, hit me.
What?
It's because he has a strong sense of moral. You know, like he has a strong moral code and compass. Like he can't kill no matter how evil the villain is. Oh, the Joker's so funny, dude.
Could you please just give me a minute?
What?
What? Gordon! You sneaky dog.
It was all a game. Interesting. Very well played.
That's it?
It can't be that simple, right? There's still like an hour left
I
of the
know,
movie.
we just saw.
Stand away! All of you!
Gordon!
Tomorrow you take the big job. They say the matter, Commissioner Gordon.
Commissioner.
I thought he was already a commissioner. So what was he, like a lieutenant? Look at him clapping for him. He's like,
Yeah, he's psycho.
True. He's a hero in his own right. The car that he got in. See? You can't trust anyone, dude.
They are still your people.
What?
So many loopholes.
Good cop, bad cop routine.
Oh, he was standing behind him the whole time? No way, in the darkness.
Here I am. I wanted to see what you'd do. And you didn't disappoint.
Look at his makeup coming off.
Civilized people that eat each other. See, I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve.
Oh, wow.
You know what? I agree with everything he said. Surprisingly.
The only sensible way to live in this world is without rules. You're one rule. I'm considering it. No, there's only minutes left. So you're gonna have to play my little game if you want to save one of them.
One of them, Rachel. Where's Rachel?
You threw yourself after her. Does Harvey know about you and his little bunny?
He knows it's Bruce Wayne then, right?
It'd be a choice. Where are they? Choose between one life or the other.
Wow, he knows.
Or rushing right to be.
He knows. Throwing her off the cliff was a test to confirm if it's Bruce Wayne.
He's at 250 52nd Street, and she's on Avenue X. That's just who it is.
Wow. Rachel.
Oh, Harvey, thank God. Are you okay?
I'm all right.
Oh, shoo. He put them on the phone with each other. Oh, my gosh.
I want it. I want my phone call.
No, he's gonna escape, dude.
Get the door up.
Oh, man.
Listen, we don't have a lot of time.
Joker's gonna break through, like break out.
Only one of us was gonna make it, and that they were gonna let our friends choose.
It's like flipping a coin. Literally, it's like a 50-50 chance.
Harvey, what's happening?
Oh, no.
Is that oil?
Oh, no.
It's like gas, right? I think it's gasoline.
Would you like to know which of them were cowards?
Oh my god. Oh, see, he's taunting him. Look, it's all a plan. Look at that. It might be a bomb.
Got some kind of
a bomb.
I'm gonna have to try and enjoy it even more.
Is he handcuffed at least? The Joker's not handcuffs.
I don't even know. I think they did.
Look,
oh my gosh.
There's our answer. Oh my god.
That's ridiculous. They left like one guy securing him.
On my phone call.
Talk to me for 1 second.
Oh, shoo. 40 seconds. No, don't give him his phone call.
He's gonna detonate the bomb that's inside of the fat guy's stomach. See, it's super obvious. Look, there's like a device there, which is what I saw, and it's gonna explode. Look at that. It's way too predictable, and that's what makes me frustrated at the police's competency, you know?
I want to live without you, and I do have an answer for you.
What?
And my answer is yes.
What, dude? Come on, Rachel. Hey.
No! No, not me! Why are you coming for me?
No. No, he flipped the addresses.
Harvey, it's okay. It's all right. Listen. Some...
Oh, shoot. Oh, no,
The Joker planned to be caught. He wanted me to lock him up in the MCU.
Look at that. He's like a dog now with like fresh air. Inside of a cop car. Isn't that... Wow, what a scene. Oh my god, what a beautiful... Joker's performance is beyond mesmerizing.
I need to be honest and clear. I'm going to marry Harvey Dent.
What?
Now I'm sure the day won't come when you no longer need Batman. And if it does, I will be there as your friend. I'm sorry to let you down.
Oh my gosh.
Prepared a little breakfast.
Oh no. I hope he doesn't read it.
Murdering psychopath.
Huh. He said she was gonna wait for me and he doesn't know.
Yeah, that's why Alfred like kept that information. Because Bruce needs to be motivated still, you know? It's like do well. And Rachel was a driving force, he understood. Alfred understood that. Oh, yeah, Rachel was holding it.
Oh no.
Holy shoot, you see how half of it is like normal and the other half is wow, duality. Holy shoot, that's why he burned half of his face.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh no. He's gonna be pushed to a breaking point now.
Two-Face. Harvey Two-Face.
Two-Face. Of his skull. Oh! Ooh! God, that's horrifying. Wow, this is so profound, and I'm going to save it for the end, but so profound, so profound.
What you do with all your money?
You see, I'm a guy of simple taste. I enjoy.
Oh my god, is he gonna burn it?
What's it?
Yeah, it seems
Because
that way.
I saw the guy on top.
I'm only burning my half.
Oh my god.
It's about sending a message.
Mm.
Everything burns.
Interesting, yeah.
If Coleman Reese isn't dead in 60 minutes, then I blow up a hospital.
Who's Coleman Reese? Him? Coleman Reese is the
Yeah, I guess.
whistleblower.
Will you be wanting the back punch, sir?
Middle of the day, Alfred? Not very subtle.
The Lamborghini then.
Lamborghini. Look at that.
Wow.
It's a Lamborghini Gallardo, too. I haven't seen one of those since I was a kid. And those old school Need for Speed games, I don't know how many of you guys are fans of those PS2 ones.
We'll find a bus for him.
Have to evacuate every hospital. Isn't that wild? And it's interesting, too, because the Joker is forcing citizens to act chaotically in order to save the city, you know? It's like... But
Look.
they don't stop to think that maybe it's the hospital where Harvey Dent is being kept. Like, they don't think about that. That's the first one I would go to.
Man, we're gonna have to move him now.
Dressed as a nurse, cops with relatives in Gotham hospitals.
Ferguson. Commissioner. You okay, son?
Oh my gosh.
The cop has a relative in the hospital, so he's gonna try to kill the snitch.
You and Rachel were being abducted.
He's like, whoa, dude, relax.
Your plan. Do I really look like a guy with a plan?
Mm.
When I say, come here. When I say that you and your girlfriend was nothing personal, you're telling the truth.
Oh gosh.
You know what? It's weird. I kind of agree with the Joker. See, look, he's gonna try to kill him.
You were a schemer. You had plans. Look where that got you.
This is a great ad for Lamborghini.
Yeah. Everyone's gonna want to be Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, no, be Batman. Like, that's what Batman drives.
Say that one little old mare will die. Well, then everyone loses their minds.
Mm-hmm. It's wild. Because it's true.
Chaos. It's bare.
It's bare. Because it's true. Just like his face. It's bare.
Live. You die.
He lives.
Oh no. What?
Wait.
Is he still in there?
Yeah, that's my question. Look at him walking. He's like frolicking in a dress. Oh my God. School buses to save the people. How ironic, full circle moment. Look at that. Wow, what a shot. What a shot, dude. I'm getting chills just watching this. Just watching him walk. And look, he's like, oh wait, I did that?
I think Harvey Dent got out. 100%.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Do you think that demolition was real? Because that's what I'm questioning now, like knowing that Christopher Nolan is practical effects guy.
But he has to still use like
CGI.
special effects.
Right. Here and there, yeah.
Even if it's not computer generated.
Come nightfall, the city is mine. And anyone left here plays by my rules. If you don't want to be in the game, get out now.
Oh
There's
my
a break-in.
gosh.
Who's in there?
Jesus. I thought you was dead.
Oh, he made it out. Oh, you saw it drift through the...
I swear to God, I didn't know what they were going to do to you.
Because I don't know what's going to happen to you either.
Oh.
You turn every cell phone in Gotham into a microphone.
And a high-frequency generator receiver.
After city feeding your sonar, you can image all of Gotham.
It's like explaining it to us.
Too much power for one person.
That's why I gave it to you. Only you can use it.
Spying on 30 million people isn't part of my job description.
That's what the government does. Oh yeah, he broke his leg with the fall.
He seems to still be walking okay. Oh no.
To join your wife?
That's so scary.
You love her.
It's so wild looking, right?
Yeah.
You're a lucky man. He's not. Whew.
Oh my gosh.
He's becoming the Joker, essentially. He's embodying chaos.
Hey, right? We should be on that boat. You want to ride across with them? Be my guest.
You want to ride across with the prisoners?
I would ride across with the prisoners. But why do the prisoners get first say? You know, like that's weird.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It feels like everything's a plan. Everything is...
Yeah, there's...
Get down to the engine room now.
Hey, buddy, what's happening? Oh, wow, of course. It's like nobody checks the boats. Like, I'm so confused.
Oh my God.
Looks like some kind of detonator.
And he just grabs it?
Tonight you're all going to be a part of a social experiment.
Oh, my God. He's the last voice you want to hear.
Each of you has a remote to blow up the other boat.
Oh.
What?
It's like, yeah, save yourself.
They have the Joker's location. Pruitt Building.
People on the other boat may not be quite so noble.
Oh my God, what a predicament. What a predicament, man. Holy moly.
Put it to a vote.
Wow, democracy. Democracy, right?
Jim needs you to pack up and put the kids in the car right away. But the unit's outside, and you'll have to move fast.
Where am I supposed to
Oh no.
250 52nd Street.
leave as soon as the patrol car pulls out?
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I knew she would have like a bigger role.
Pass it along.
How are they gonna put the vote? What? And then how are they gonna tally all the votes?
2 minutes.
Then we bridge.
Ooh, that's so dope. That's so cool. Oh my god, you saw his eyes?
POV on Alpha. I'm on Beta.
Damn, that's so sick. That's so sick. Look at that. Oh my god.
Look how many there are.
I know.
Barbara, calm down.
He has the kids.
Hello, Jim.
Harvey?
He said we have to save Harvey. Oh. Oh, shoot. These aren't goons.
Hostages. Red team, go! Red team, go!
Oh, shoot. And they're all aiming at them.
And they're all strapped with explosives.
Oh, my gosh.
And then the innocent people are the goons, you know? Like, they're not the ones wearing the mask.
Flight team coming up the elevator.
Wow.
So much going on, right?
I know.
Oh, he's gonna blow the structure.
We got him. He's out of the game.
They're going after the Batman? He's subduing them.
Yeah.
But it's for a bigger purpose, you know? Like, you gotta just trust the Batman. Like, do you trust him or not? You know? Like, I hate how they never trust the Batman.
Yeah, they just don't know. They don't know.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Where's the detonator?
And he had a bad experience with these dogs.
And Fox said that it doesn't help against dogs. It's like there's no rhyme or reason. Look.
Or he's No, he's hitting him more, I think.
Oh, shoot. He kind of reminds me of the guy from Pulp Fiction.
You don't want to die.
Oh,
Marcellus or whatever. Wallace, you know?
And take it anyway.
Yeah, you give him no choice.
Those men on that boat, they made their choices. They chose to murder and steal. It doesn't make any sense for us to have to die too.
It's a trick again.
It's a trap. It's
gonna
kill them.
blow. Yeah, I have a feeling. Whoever pulls it
Kills themselves. Yeah. Look, it's the moral compass.
10 minutes ago.
Moral compass crumbling. They're gonna do it, and then it's gonna explode themselves, just like you said.
I do have that feeling.
We should stop this fighting. Otherwise, we'll miss the fireworks. There won't be any fireworks. Here we go.
No way. Don't do it.
I think that if they resist until 12, no one dies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So good prevailed. Good prevailed. Love prevailed. That's the message. See? Joker wasn't right. So interesting. The human soul prevails.
Anyone these days, you gotta do everything yourself.
Oh, he has a detonator. No.
He does? Yeah, that's why Batman was looking for it.
Speaking of which, you know how I got these scars? No.
Keeps telling
But I know
everybody.
how you got these.
Oh, that's where it came in handy.
This is what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object.
Huh.
I think you and I are destined to do this forever.
Yeah, they're equals.
You didn't think I'd risk losing the battle for Gotham's soul in a fistfight with you.
The music's building up.
I took Gotham's White Knight, brought him down to our level. See, madness, as you know, like gravity, all it takes a little push.
Wow. Wow. Maybe he can still turn good, right? Have a change of heart.
I know I was here.
Have you ever had to talk to the person you love most? Tell them it's gonna be all right when you know it's not.
Do it now.
You're about to know what that feels like, boy.
Oh boy.
Damn it, will you stop pointing that gun at my family?
Eye for an eye.
All they know is there's a situation. They're just creating.
You think I want to escape from this? There's no escape from this.
Oh my gosh.
He wanted to prove that even someone as good as you could fall.
That's crazy. Oh my gosh.
I'm about to
No.
lie like I lie.
It's going to be all right, son.
No. It can't end like this. Oh my gosh.
Oh, he was gonna be all right. You could hear the leather. Damn, I'm on the edge of my seat right now.
He's gonna see it's Bruce. He's or he can't check.
It's crazy because my hands are sweating. Like this whole time they've been sweating, just tension.
You don't have to thank me. Yes, I do.
This family.
Prosecution, everything you fought for. Fixing our city. Dies with Harvey's reputation. Took the best of us and tore him down.
Mm-hmm.
It's true hero.
That's crazy, right? His eyes exposed, even in death.
You either die a hero,
Live long
or you live
enough.
long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Yeah, I was gonna say that at the end.
I killed those people. And you're not on whatever Gotham needs me to be.
Wow.
He takes the fall.
Wow.
The hero we deserved, but the hero we needed.
Wow, and he has to be the one that. Wow, oh my God.
Set the dogs on me.
Wow.
Because sometimes.
Oh, he's burning it.
Yeah, because he doesn't have to suffer more. Some truths are best kept.
He's a silent guardian. A watchful protector. A dark knight.
Wow. Oh my God.
Oh.
Wow, phenomenal.
Oh my gosh.
Incredible.
Wow.
Incredible. Holy smokes, man. Do you want to go first or do I go first?
You go first.
I always go first.
Well, first, I want to say that was one of the best movies I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Ever.
That was phenomenal. Ah, so
that is
interesting.
the best, like, villain portrayal that I've ever seen from what I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
That was the best.
What's interesting to me is Heath Ledger, unfortunately passed after this movie came out. And so I'm curious now, and I'm itching to watch the third one, the third film in the trilogy, because I'm curious to see how they're going to, like, tie it up. It's like, how are they going to make the Joker go away? Because there was so much potential.
He's not in the third one?
No, it was after this one that he killed himself.
Wow.
So the third one comes out, and then now I'm thinking, because I guess that Christopher Nolan's vision was to kind of like do the whole trilogy with the Joker, and then the unfortunate passing, and you can't recast someone like him. Like his performance, every time Heath Ledger was on screen, I was mesmerized. I was just like watching like in awe, and I don't think I've like felt that in a while. It's like you see an actor so in control of their own element, like not just in their element, but in complete control of it, to a point where every character around him in every scene, like every scene partner, that's a character, but because of Heath Ledger's acting, your brain is like, oh, these actors are just really trying to be their character, but they don't hold a candle to Heath Ledger. Like he's the Joker.
Yeah, and now I wonder, like, does this role play a big part in why he, you know, took his own life.
I can only imagine, right? Because apparently he was a method actor, and what that means is that you do what you can to really embody
The role.
the role of the character in your real life. So even leading up to the role, you live like the Joker would, you act like the Joker would. And so, yeah, for sure. It's like being possessed.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Like it can get too far.
Yeah, it could break you mentally, which is what I think happened.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. And apparently the actor who played the Joker before, I forget his name. I think it was like Jack Nicholson or something, which we have to watch, like the original Batman films. But Jack Nicholson, apparently, like I read in an article, like after he passed, like it was everywhere, and Jack Nicholson warned him about the role, like said, don't play the Joker, and then he played the Joker, and then he died, which is crazy.
And he must have been young too, right?
Yeah, he looks young. Yeah.
Oh, that's so crazy.
It's wild, man. It's wild because it gets real, you know. Oh shit. It gets real where it kind of in a very chaotic and unfortunate way proves the point that the Joker, the character, was making this whole time. It's like chaos corrupts man and corrupts the soul to a point where sometimes it's irredeemable. Like there's no way back. You know, like you go off that cliff into the abyss of darkness, and then it's like, will you be able to climb back up?
Oh, that's so crazy.
Yeah. Do you want to go first, or do I go first?
You go first.
You sure?
Yes.
All right. You guys are seeing. She's the one that always says for me to
No,
go first.
but I'll
Okay,
jump
you'll
in.
interject
Yeah.
whenever. All right. All right. But I'm learning how to just like get quickly and just briefly through it. People are quick to adopt ideals. What was mind-boggling to me is that at the beginning, we see the Joker with his goons. Everybody's kind of incorporating the image of the Joker. They're wearing clown masks. And then you see the scene in the parking garage where multiple Batmans appear, you know, along with the real Batman. And so there's a duality always. It's like the Joker is very similar to the Batman. The big difference is that the Batman has these pre-established codes of ethics and morality, like this moral compass that's just unhinged and unmoved, just like the Joker said that it's in unstoppable force meets an immovable object. And so the Batman is the immovable object. Like he doesn't budge. Like the Joker tried to break him and he just couldn't. And so I think that they're very similar in the sense where one's yin and one's yang. It's chaos and order, you know, and that's why they require each other. It's like Batman needs the Joker in order to have purpose, and the Joker needs Batman in order to have purpose, because they're the perfect match for each other. It's like the whole universe, I am a strong believer of this, always has its counterparts. And so if there's absolute good in this world, which I think there is, there's also absolute evil, you know. And that's what the Joker was like trying to prove. So this whole thing for him was like a social experiment where he was taking opportunities to show to the world that this illusion of democracy is just that. It's just an illusion. You know, all you have to do is just push people towards the edge and then threaten their lives and give them the choice to either take their own lives and be a hero or sacrifice someone else's life to save their own. And so, you know, in that way, Batman proved his point. But then it was like a yin and yang. Again, it was very well balanced because there were instances where people were trying to kill the informant, the snitch that was going to disclose Bruce Wayne's identity. So those people were citizens probably who took justice into their own hands and were trying to stop hospitals from exploding, stop all of this chaos. If it means just taking out one man, just do it. And then the beautiful part was that the prisoners were the ones that made the right decision first. So that big prisoner went, got the thing, threw it out. And then the civilians, the people who are civilized, right, they were the ones contemplating and being fearful. The prisoners who are animals, right, like they're caged animals. They're the scum of the earth, according to society. They made the right choice first. And so that's what kind of blew Joker's mind. He's like, huh. and then he was going to just like correct that, because to him everything has to be in balance. Like everything, once you go through with a choice and a decision, you have to see it through, and that's why he's unapologetically him. You know, like he's pure chaos. He is the agent of chaos.
But I do believe that the detonators were reversed, just like the addresses were. So it was like him telling the Batman, "Oh, Rachel is at this address," was because he knew that the Batman would go save Rachel, because he knew.
Yeah.
And then with that being said, it wasn't Rachel. So all along the plan was to save Harvey Dent, because the plan was to make a dark horse of this like white horse that was Harvey Dent. You know, it was making evil of someone who was good, whose moral compass literally was a two-headed coin. It's like no matter what. So even when he was like threatening that guy, it was just empty words. It was empty threats, because it was a two-headed coin.
Right.
It was like he left it up to chance, but like his chances, his moral compass was very much like Batman. So it was like, you know, and if anything, even more morally in line, I guess, because he would never hurt someone even, you know?
Right. Yeah, and I think that the Joker was planning, like his broader plan was to break Batman too, because that's why he kind of like, you know, sacrificed Rachel in order to see Batman break, because he wanted Bruce Wayne to like admit that he was right. So he wanted order to admit that chaos has a stronger hold on people than order does.
And you know what's super interesting of what you were saying, how the Joker and Batman are the same? I wrote that down, where I said that they are like, where did I put this? Oh gosh. But I'll have to find it, but the point that I wanted to make was that is exactly it, because if you think about it, they both hide behind a mask. They both have their identities hidden, because nobody knows who the Joker is. The Joker hides behind this clown makeup, and
he has no DNA.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And then Batman is Bruce Wayne hidden behind a mask too. And then the thing that I wanted to point out is that the whole like idea of the coin, right? They are two sides of the same coin. So Bruce Wayne is someone who's fortunate to be wealthy, even though he lost his like, hold on, I'll get to that. But on the outside, right, he's this rich guy. People can interpret it as like he has it handed to him. He's like living, right, like he's living the life, right? Yeah. And then the Joker calls himself a simple man. Money means nothing. The message is everything. Yeah. But then what's interesting is that they're the same coin, because they are both broken people. Bruce Wayne is broken because he lost his parents, and the Joker is a broken person because for whatever reason, like however he got those scars, we don't even know.
And that's why he keeps saying it. Because
his story is inconsistent too. He said at first that it was his dad who was a drinker, and he came home and asked him why so serious, and then put the scar on his face. Then later on he says that the story was that it was his wife, and no, his wife said
his
something
wife
about
got
his
her face mauled, and then
he did it to himself, right, with
a razor, her feel like she was normal.
Yeah. So my point is that either way, like they are both broken people, so that therefore they are the same coin. They just so happen to be on two different sides of the coin.
Yeah, and you mentioning that kind of reminds me too. I think that was foreshadowing what would happen to Rachel, and as a result would happen to Harvey Dent. It's like Rachel would be mauled permanently, which was, you know, like she would explode with the fire and she would die with the fire, and then Harvey, without like unintentionally, would also kind of bear that same scar that was Rachel's scar, and so her whole body got completely burnt and just like burnt to a crisp. And then Harvey's like half of his face got burnt. And so it's the same thing. It's like, I think that he knows exactly what he's doing, but I don't think that we had any glimpse of who he is, because I don't think that even the Joker knows who he is. And that's why he can't get his own story right. Like, he doesn't know, like, like how he got his scars.
Yeah, and the whole Harvey Dent thing is interesting because you pointed it out too, how it's like the coin was his thing, right? And then when we saw half of the coin was burnt and we saw what happened to his face, that already showed and foreshadowed the kind of person that he was going to be.
Yeah.
A disrupted moral compass. It was no longer a two-headed coin. It was a coin that was now tarnished on one side.
Right.
And therefore there was a part of him now that was tarnished, that broke also.
Yeah, and you can even add Carl Jung into this, or Carl Jung. It depends on how you pronounce it, but he was a famous psychiatrist, and he proposed the idea of the shadow self, and that every man should not ignore his shadow self, but instead embrace it and then learn how to tame it. And then by extension, Jordan Peterson, he talks about, like, everybody has to realize that they have a monster inside of them. And they have to learn how to tame that monster. Otherwise, if you leave it kind of neglected and avoid it at all costs, then it'll come back and it'll haunt you and it'll contaminate your soul and your spirit. And so I think that there's a lot of Jungian psychology throughout this whole film. And that's what happens with Harvey, with your points. Like, he has two coins, two heads, pure good, idealism, utopian ideals. That doesn't work in this world, because this world needs a balance. And that's why the Joker, in a sense, he isn't really a bad guy. Like, his methods are atrocious, but his way of thinking is that he just wants to restore balance. Like, he understands that the other side of the coin has to be burnt. It can't be two shiny sides of the same coin, two heads. It can't. You have to have evil to, like, counter the good and then restore balance in the universe.
But what's crazy is that that's exactly what the Batman is. It's he is someone who understands that there is a monster inside of him that he can easily unleash, but he suppresses it and he tames it. So he knows that he has the potential to kill people. He knows that he has the ability. Like, he knows.
Yeah, he's strong. He's powerful.
But he retains that. Like, he kind of keeps it under wraps.
Yeah.
And he doesn't allow it to take over, kind of,
And what's interesting too is that we see, like, cracks of that happening where Batman shows his monster, his dark side, when he was interrogating the Joker. It's like you could see that he was losing control. Like, he wanted, like, because I feel like the Joker is reminding him too much of what he's trying to conceal. And that's why I think that both of them are very similar, if not the same. And the only thing that changes are their methods and their outlooks. But deep down, like, both of them are masterminds. Both of them are brilliant. Both of them are, like, really keen on strategy. And both of them also assemble an army of people who adopt their ideals. And so that's why you have a bunch of goons who are going to follow Joker, and you have a bunch of good people who are going to follow the Batman. But what was interesting, too, it's like, so we have the Joker and we have the Batman. A third element is Harvey Dent, right? And Harvey Dent, half of his face was showing his skeleton, was showing the pure essence of the human being. It's like, it's stripping any mask. And so the other two, they put on masks, they put on makeup. Harvey Dent, he removed it to show the essence of every man. Like, underneath the skin and the facade of every man is half of Harvey Dent. So like, that's what was brilliant about it. It's like, not only is he, like, half of him was pure good and the other half is pure evil, but it's a constant reflection of what every man has within. And so if you look at Harvey Dent, you also look at yourself. Because at any moment, if your soul isn't strong enough, if you don't have a firm foundation, if you're, prone to breaking, then you'll become the worst half of yourself and of Harvey Dent, and you'll embody that, and you'll just be pure chaos, and you'll be, and then also from a psychological standpoint, Harvey Dent has a compulsion, which I'm no psychiatrist, but I would assume that that's a compulsion, because growing up, I had a compulsion where I was addicted, but irrationally addicted to icebreaker mints, because I had extreme social anxiety because I moved from the U.S. Like, I moved around my whole life, and then I lived here my whole life in New Jersey, and then I moved back to Brazil, spent 7 years there, was completely new, didn't know the language, had to adapt, had to like, make friends and stuff. And I had extreme social anxiety. And so every time, I would always have an icebreaker in my mouth. And that was like a serious psychological disturbance, I guess. And then even today, like I've been slowly teaching myself to like wane off of it. It's like I don't use it as much as I used to, but that's a compulsion. So Harvey Dent has a compulsion with the coin. He can't. So essentially how compulsions work is that society, the world around you is so unstable that you need order.
A constant.
Yeah, like you need something solid. And so his form of order is his coin. It's like he even has like a strong dissociation too from his choices by default or by his design, where the coin is kind of like his god. And so he's just an agent of the coin, and he's also an agent of chaos, but he's also an agent of order. So if the coin lands on a good head, then he's an agent of order. If it lands on, but it's a 50-50 chance. And that's what the Joker was trying to prove, is that every man has a 50-50 chance of being either Batman or the Joker. And I just found that super cool because then he just like shows it, it's like, I'm gonna flip a coin. And even when he was pure good, he was still flipping a coin. And so that compulsion lives within him. And so that's why the Joker maybe targeted him, because he knew that this man doesn't have an innate moral compass. He still relies on compulsions. He has like cracks in his mind. He has cracks in his brain. The Batman has zero cracks. It's like he just lost the love of his life, his best friend from childhood, and he still continued being Batman. Like he could have just, joined the Joker and said, "You're right. Like people or whatever. I'm like tired of saving people." And then he just, who knows? Or he just disappears and goes into hiding to mourn, but he knows that he's on the world's clock. Like he can't take a break,
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, and then I think I already, like, without even going through the notes, I already got like a bunch of these down. You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain. Yeah, they like also mentioned that towards the end, and that's Harvey Dent. That's exactly what we talked about. Dead Batman with Joker smile, Joker with Batman voice. So again, it's like this constant duality throughout the whole film. Like when the fake vigilante Batman appeared with the lower half of him being the Joker smile, that was again just nodding to the viewer. It's like, you see duality. He's Batman, but has the smile, and that's also conditioning. So and like preemptive programming, so that we can understand that the Batman, if pushed just enough, might someday become the Joker. And he might break, because everybody has their breaking point, no matter how perfect of a symbol you are. Hero with a face avoids Luke. What? I don't know what I write sometimes. Joker has goons with masks, and so does Batman. I already covered that. Joker changes his story about scars constantly. Yeah, and we already talked about that. Joker is chaos. Batman leads criminals to chaos. Joker is pure evil / chaos. Yeah, so Joker embodies like pure evil, chaos. He has no like rational reasoning to what he does, which also leads me to believe, right? Like when they locked him in the police station, and then Gordon said like, we have nothing on him, like no fingerprints. His clothes don't come from a specific brand. So the Joker makes all of his clothes. He makes everything. And that is for you to not get caught. So the Joker has a fear of getting caught, because he knows and understands rationally that what he's doing is wrong. Therefore, the Joker does not belong in Arkham Asylum. Like Cillian Murphy's character, the Scarecrow, he belongs in Arkham Asylum. Joker doesn't, because in all his madness, he's rational. So he belongs in the worst in the worst jail possible.
Yeah,
like
penitentiary.
He deserves to get locked up like everybody else. But that's like another thing that I picked up on, that if he goes to court, they can't rule him insane, because he has conscious awareness of what he does is wrong.
And he said that too, because he said that he doesn't have a plan.
Yeah.
And he seems like very firm on just delivering a message. So it doesn't matter how that message is delivered. It just matters that it's delivered.
And that makes him vulnerable to Batman too. So if they were to like continue this whole trilogy and make multiple movies with Heath Ledger, which they can, unfortunately, but Batman would eventually pick up on that the Joker acts in messages. And so if you can understand the pattern of these messages and where they derive from a broader sense of identity, a broader sense of purpose within the Joker, then you can kind of foresee what he might do next, even though he comes off as chaotic and stuff. But that's part of his game.
Yeah.
Is that he wants to convince the world that there's no rhyme or reason for anything he does, but there always is, because there's a message. And so for you to have a message, you have to have structure. Otherwise, there's no message. So that's the big, a conundrum, is that to give a message, you have to make it clear and very well structured. So that means that the Joker has capacity for structure and order, like orderly behavior, essentially. Joker pushes people to the brink of insanity, like he did to Harvey. Harvey has a compulsion with a coin, psychological dissociation, that's what we talked about. Custom clothing, Joker doesn't want to get caught. Joker understands what he does is wrong. People are only as good as the world allows them to be. That's, again, profound, everybody has their breaking point. So if the world pushes you towards that edge, then you'll most likely fall with it. If everybody around you is voting, yes, blow the other boat, then the sheer coercion and peer pressure will usually be enough for most people to just sacrifice their own integrity and just go with it. Refusal of medication is Harvey paying for Rachel's loss. Yeah, that I found interesting, that he was in excruciating pain after the accident, but he refused to get on any medication. And that's him paying for her loss. Like, he wants to feel the pain. Like, he wants to feel fully, which is interesting. Again, that is a redeeming quality of a good person. A good person wants to feel the consequences of their actions and of the world. Like, they want to feel fully in order for them to understand what they have to do to, fix it. And so that was, his still, redeeming good essence was shining through very, very lowly, at a low frequency, but it was still felt, in certain instances. Harvey does the opposite of putting on a mask with the skeleton exposed, which is what I said, is that for him, it's the opposite of putting on anything. He strips it away and shows the sheer ugliness of the human being too. It's it's shocking to look at, but then at the same time, we look at it every single day. Every person you're looking at, you guys watching right now, seeing my face, seeing her face, that's what we are. We are Harvey Dent underneath. And we have the choice to either let that shine through and overtake our facade, our mask, our identity, or we can take on different identity, either the Joker or the Batman, or we could create our own. And so it's infinite possibilities in terms of identity and representation. And then finishing up here, introduce anarchy, agent of chaos. Joker just wants to watch the world burn, just like Alfred said. Human soul, love prevails. Yeah. So then it just ends with that that philosophical questions, are people born innately good and then the world makes them evil, or are they born evil and then they have to be kind of tamed and domesticated by the world? It's are humans innately savages, or are they innately angels? And then the world makes them not so. It's what's the philosophical thing? By the way, comment below what your thoughts are, because I'd be it's super entertaining to read the comments that you guys leave, and I just find myself on the toilet. By the way, too much information, but on the toilet, and I'm just scrolling through them, and it's just super entertaining. It's it's great because a lot of people have great inputs. They have great introspective things, personal stories, anecdotes. It's really fun to read.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, I'll answer your question, but I'm gonna just get through these things.
Yeah, take your time.
In the beginning, or somewhere near the beginning, they said that Gotham needs a hero with a face. And so that foreshadowed the end. But I just wrote that down because it was crazy.
Yeah.
I was just I was expecting that it was Bruce Wayne going to reveal himself, because it's okay, the hero needs a face. Let's put a face on it.
You know why I think they said that? Is because if you have a hero with a face, then you can't embody them as easily as a symbol. So if you have someone who just wears a mask it's easier for people to just put on the mask and mirror that behavior.
Exactly.
But if you have a Harvey Dent, if you had a Brad Pitt, if you have like anyone with a face, then it's hard for you to take on their characteristics, because you might be like Harvey Dent's white, you might be black, Asian, Indian, like whatever you are. And so it's like hard for you to, but then Batman is a symbol. The Joker is a symbol. It's like, it's an archetype. Again, Jungian, Jung, I was going to say Jungian psychology. I can't speak today.
And that's why superhero movies are so like beloved by people, because you kind of can envision yourself as either the villain arc or the hero arc or whatever it is. Like you can kind of relate, because again, they're just, like you're saying, they're just symbols.
That's why cosplay is so huge too.
Right.
Like E3 cosplay, people go dressed as their favorite heroes or villains.
But also I think that Gotham needs a hero with a face is that you can't ever fully trust someone who's hidden.
Yeah.
Because the way that I'm saying is that, like, think about it. There are so many times where they had like mixed feelings about Batman. They're like, oh, Batman's the reason that this is happening. Oh, Batman saving Gotham. Oh, like it's so back and forth, because all he is this person behind a mask.
They can't relate with him on a human level, because they don't even know if it's human.
And so I think that having a face kind of creates like some layer of trust, and that's why we don't have a president whose like identity is hidden, or else we would be up in arms, like who the hell is running this place, but just an example, it's like every like person on the forefront, like especially taking so much action as Batman is, like it's hard to have full like blind trust is my point.
Yeah, trust is the big one.
The Joker was like slowly like killing people, and then threatening, just like you said. But then it was what he was saying to that guy that was guarding him, is that he likes to see people in their last moments kind of crack.
That's so interesting.
And so that stood out to me, because it's exactly that. It's like under pressure, like is your character, this character that you feel so firm being every day, is it going to prevail under pressure?
Yeah, and character can be interchanged with the word spirit, soul, even if you're a very rational person who tends to look at the world very scientifically and objectively, and you don't believe in the human soul or anything like that. Like, it doesn't matter, because, for example, if you watch a beautiful movie, right, and you cry, that is something that science still hasn't really figured out why. Like, they could say that it's the neuroreceptors and the chemistry in your body, and that makes you get goosebumps or whatever. But I believe it's the soul. It's like art is the soul manifesting itself. If you see a beautiful painting and it makes you cry, it's because there's something deep there that just makes you resonate with that, And to your point, it's like, that's what the Joker was trying to say, and that's what he said too when he was dangling upside down towards the end. He said that it's been a fight for the soul of Gotham. So he wants to see how strong the human spirit is. Like, is it strong enough to endure the pain of the physical body, to sacrifice, relinquish oneself from the material world in order to, in order to safeguard one's soul? And a lot of people prove that no, like, I'm a coward. I am of this world. My soul has not been trained, has not been purified to the point where I am going to blissfully meditate here while my whole body is, on fire. Which happened, by the way, years back in Asia, like somewhere in like an Asian country. But a monk, as a protest, he sat down in the meditative position, put himself on fire, and did not react at all. He was burnt alive and did not scream, did not change his facial expression. He sat there in the meditative position.
That's crazy.
And this is real life. So that person has an unhinged soul.
Yeah.
It's like you just unhinged.
But...
And that person sent a message, by the way.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I have to see that afterwards. But... something I wanted to point out, because I want to just get through my stuff quick, because I kind of wrote a lot, but I don't want to say everything. But the fact that he's the Joker, right? And he always leaves the Joker card. I don't know much about card games, but from the card games that I do know, the Joker card is never used. It's kind of like this ambiguous thing. It's like, why is it even in the deck?
Right.
You know? And so I think that there's something symbolic about why he's the Joker and why he places the Joker card like along his trail and why the Joker card is so symbolic. And I think that just like he was saying that there's no plan, like he doesn't have a plan. So he kind of just, I don't know, just goes with it. I'm not even sure because I started thinking like he has to have some type of plan because he always has these elaborate stunts prepared, you know?
Yeah.
But my point is that the Joker card has no plan in the deck. It's like, what does it do?
It's like a throwaway card usually.
Again, from the card games that I know, because someone will probably tell me that there's
what
like
do you mean there's a card game that, you
there's
know,
a card game where the
it's the most
Joker
important
is
card in the deck, you know? It's like,
yeah, and he used another card term, like he said something about the ace.
Oh yeah, the ace
in the hole or something, but
I don't understand card play.
The ace I think is the most valuable card, and I think that he was talking about Harvey Dent. Harvey Dent was the ace,
the White Knight.
So he was playing his ace with Harvey Dent, and then he is the Joker. He's just like, you know, there's no real purpose for it.
Yeah.
But then you pay like. You overlook it kind of. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so he's like an overlooked person.
Yeah, I don't understand too much about card play, but I do understand what he meant by like White Knight, that he turned a White Knight into a Dark Knight. And I think that was again alluding to like chess, right? Chess, you have the white pieces and you have the black pieces. And yin and yang, like that's the Taoist symbol. And so it just goes back to the whole duality. It's like he uses these metaphors, I think, because people are so accustomed to these games, and games reflect reality, just like good art reflects the world, and the world also inspires art. And so it's always like
art imitates life.
Yeah.
Okay, something. Oh, I just wrote down the wife who gambles and tells him to smile more.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so crazy.
Take your time, by the way. You don't have to rush.
There's just some points where I was like jotting so quickly that I can't even understand my own handwriting. So
me too. I was like trying to keep like an eye on the screen.
Something that I wanted to point out was that they started blaming. I forget who they started blaming. Now I don't know, but I wrote down like blame the hero for not protecting. I think they were blaming Batman, right? So they were like, oh, when Harvey Dent was like standing in front of them, and they were like, why doesn't he just reveal himself and all of this will be over and he can save innocent people.
Yeah.
He's getting people killed. And I thought that was interesting because they always blame the hero for not protecting instead of blaming the
villain
the corruption that's within everybody, that's within us all, essentially, because that's what was causing even more like chaos, was that it was coming from just regular people because it was being incited by, you know, being under pressure, by the Joker, by all these different things, by circumstance.
And also people didn't acknowledge that they, as citizens, were the ones that failed the people who were committing these atrocious crimes against them.
Yeah.
It's like we as a society, we create the Joker. The Joker can't be created within a vacuum. The Batman can't be created within a vacuum. And so everybody, instead of taking accountability, which humans hate to do, and that's why life will never, like, we will never be a purely peaceful species, because a lot of us just can't shoulder responsibility, you know, like we can't. And like that's what it was, exactly to your point. It's like blame the hero instead of blaming the whole system of corruption that led to the production of the evil that resides in the world.
And that's something that I wanted to point out, right? Because for people who are religious, like there are cases where people will say, like, why would God do this? Which is kind of like what we talked about. It's like they'll blame God.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why wouldn't God protect us if God is supposed to protect us all? Like that's his job. Like that's his duty to us as being his children and stuff, right? But then I find that so flawed, because it's like that that isn't how it works.
Yeah.
It's like we have to uphold some type of responsibility to to create as much peace as we can, and that goes through our interactions with people, that goes through, all these different things. It's like whenever we're in the face of a moral dilemma, what path are we taking?
Right.
And I think that all plays a bigger role than this hero, essentially. So like everyone was blaming Batman, but Batman can't stop, like he obviously can't stop corruption. It still happens. People would still do things that are wrong,
Right.
There are people who don't fear him or fear him enough that they won't do it at night because that's when he comes out. Like, that's basically it. But then that's my point, is the same thing with like religion. It's like we can be God-fearing people, but that only goes so far. It's like you still have to make your own conscious decisions as a human. It's like you are here.
Yeah. People.
You are in control.
People don't fear what they don't see, and I think that's also a product of the scientific revolution. It's that the over reliance on empirical evidence has kind of destroyed the human capacity of understanding the ethereal, the things that you cannot see or touch or feel directly, but you feel. Like a lot of people have religious experiences, they feel God, they see God, but no one else does. And so I think that, just like you said, like the fear of something that you can't see and can't really rely on too much, it only goes like a certain distance. And so that's like the biggest argument for people who are atheists, people who are agnostic, is like they say like, oh yeah, if God is real, then why was there World War II, World War I? Like why do babies die? Like we don't understand. Like we can't answer that. But the point is that maybe even Joker, like he said, he was an agent of chaos. Like he just does, is what he tells Harvey. Like, I just do. I don't have a plan. I just do. It's like maybe in a very weird way, and maybe this is polarizing, maybe the Joker was sent by God, if you believe in God, sent by God to teach everybody a lesson. It's like to slowly but surely awaken people to just how fragile the fabrics of society, the fabrics of democracy, the fabrics of our leaders, the masks of our leaders come off. It's like, what do you do then, And then the Joker is the catalyst for that realization. And also he's the necessary agent of chaos, because then Batman also learns his lessons. Like everybody learns with this. Like everybody learned a lesson.
Yeah.
So that's how I see it. It's like it gets tricky and you can't ever find the answer.
I definitely believe in excuse me, everything happens
for a reason.
Yeah, like everything is a cause of a cause of a cause. Like it just goes on and on. Okay, hold on. And then people were saying like, why doesn't he, like basically implying like, why doesn't he sacrifice himself? Kind of like. Batman, right. So like sacrifice himself in terms of like unveil yourself, and then even if you have to get killed, because that's what the Joker implied. It's like he wanted to kill Batman. It's like even if you have to get killed, at least the rest of us will be safe. And then I immediately thought of like, maybe there's other representations in other religions, but I immediately thought of Jesus Christ. It's like you have to sacrifice yourself for the greater good.
Yeah.
And
take on everybody's sins, which is what this is kind of like doing a parallel with The Dark Knight. Batman takes on everybody's sins. Like all of the sins of Gotham lies on Bruce Wayne's shoulders.
And I find this so interesting how at the end he is literally the selfless hero, because he sacrifices his, just like his image. He taints himself so that for the greater good, you know. And then what's interesting is that I know that the next one is called Dark Knight Rises, because I was reading a lot of like comments and stuff. Think about it. It's like the Dark Knight rises. It's like Jesus dies and then he rises 3 days later. But whatever the case is, I don't know how much time passes between the two movies. Like imagine it's 3 days later.
Yeah.
But
or 3 years later.
Yeah.
It could be something like that.
But my point was just that there's just like a symbolism there where it's like there is there's just this perception of like having to sacrifice oneself for the greater good, and then that's what Batman does at the end. Let's see. Go through. Oh, I wrote that there are two sides of the same coin, which I already talked about. I thought that this line was interesting. He said, "I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve."
Yeah.
Yeah, that I didn't know what to make of that.
Just ahead of the curve, meaning so the Joker believes that every empire crumbles. Like, he probably understands that I think that during their conversation at that restaurant, Bruce and his Russian girlfriend, and then Rachel and Harvey Dent, they were talking about Caesar, who was a Roman emperor, and so the fall
Julius
of Rome and the fall of every great empire, like every great empire, once it reaches heaven, like the heights of heaven, let's say, quote unquote, then it crumbles, it falls. And so the Joker believes that. He believes that it's just a cyclical inevitability. It's like it's always going to happen.
That's exactly what I was going to say, is that it's just the inevitable. So he's not a monster. He's just like playing his role in this game. It's like it's just the inevitable.
He's just starting early. And he said one time too that he's getting all of the citizens off the bench and into the game. It's like, you guys have a choice now.
Yeah.
Is what he said when he forced that news broadcaster, TV host guy to like read the things on TV, and then everybody in the bar was like watching, mesmerized. And then once he said that, everybody was like, half of them started walking out first, the other half stayed in, the other half didn't know what to do. It's like,
he mentioned how he likes knives.
Yeah.
He prefers knives because guns are too quick. And the thing that I said, that the last moments people show who they really are, and I thought that was interesting. Harvey burned half his face. We already talked about that. Burning the money, and he says he's a man of simple taste. How loyal a hungry dog is. I thought that the lines in these movies are just so crazy, but I found that so interesting. It's like that is exactly what all of these tests were. It's like, you're going to take a hungry dog, you're going to strip someone down to their like primal natural instincts, right? Like their survival setting, kind of. And then you see how loyal they are. Like how much will they retain their integrity,
their soul.
Yeah, exactly. He still had like paint on his fingers at the hospital, which I thought was really interesting because it shows that he routinely touches on his makeup and like redoes it. But he had like dried up paint when he was like touching Harvey's hand and when he was like talking to him as the nurse, and I thought that was super interesting. And I wonder if Heath Ledger like was actually doing the makeup himself. Yeah,
that would be a nice touch,
because the paint was there. I mean, maybe he was just like touching it and stuff, but it would be interesting to know if he was like doing it himself too.
Also, that's a great point, because then you can also say that it was in that hospital scene where the Joker confirmed that Harvey Dent was broken. So what the Joker told, like, he coerced Harvey Dent into understanding that he is beyond saving, that he's a villain just like he is.
Yeah.
And so by touching him with the paint, he contaminates the essence of Harvey Dent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, Agent of Chaos, I wrote that too. I'm already getting through. I'm almost done.
That was a good job.
The social experiment, vote who dies, prisoners versus innocent civilians. So I thought that was interesting because it's like the question that you posed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which was, how exactly did you say it? Like that you said for people to comment below because you thought that it would be interesting.
Oh, yeah. Are people born innately good or evil, and then does society define what their character is and the integrity of their soul? Like, what comes first?
So that's what I wanted to say, is that I am like, I'm of the firm belief, like, I'm against the death penalty. I don't think that we as humans have the decision to take someone's life away,
Right.
be like to hold them up to their crimes or whatever. Even if they did take a life away, that's just me.
Yeah.
Even if it were my own child or my own family, whatever. But I'm that person that it's like I don't believe that we
Have
have that.
power.
We shouldn't have that decision, basically, where it's like we decide like, oh, because of this you will die. But my point is that I think that was interesting because you would think like, okay, just like let's blow up the boat with the prisoners because they're evil people. They steal, they kill, they probably did worse things.
Yeah.
And that was what people were saying. It's like, I'm a good person, but
Yeah,
those
you
people had their chance.
Yeah.
But they had their chance, and then like, what excuses you doing what you're doing? You have your chance right now, so
And,
you're going to be one of them. Like you're misusing your chance right now.
You're gonna do something way worse than anything that any of them have done.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna kill a boat full of people, and maybe one of them shot someone during a getaway chase. You know, like, and a lot of those prisoners probably have been rehabilitated mentally and spiritually.
Yes.
It's just that their time is still, you know, like they still have to do time, which is what I think that big prisoner did, like the one that threw the thing out. He seemed very remorseful of his choices, and so that's why he made that choice.
And you have to question, right? Like prisoners who are set free, right? And then if they repeat their crimes, you have to question if it's a flaw in the individual or a flaw in the system, which
Definitely in
is
the
always
system.
the question, right?
Yeah.
And so that's my point, is that I think that people are, well, I don't know. I think it's a balance. Like, I don't think that you're born evil or good. I think that you have that within you already.
Right. Yeah.
And so you just like consciously make the decision. But then even then, I think that everything is just, it just happens as it's supposed to happen, kind of, you know? And so it's like, even the people who commit crimes, maybe it's supposed to happen and they learn a lesson that they wouldn't have learned otherwise, or whatever the case is. And it's messed up. It's harsh because there are people who lose their lives as a result, from those actions or those crimes that are committed against them.
Yeah.
But I don't think that anyone's life is more valuable than someone else's. And that's what I stand by. It's like, my life isn't more valuable than yours or this person's or this person's. We are all just, and I think that that's what was interesting about Harvey Dent's face. Like, we are all just skin and bones, and we're all the same flesh. We're made of the same flesh, you know?
Yeah. We're all the same underneath.
Yeah,
is what they
exactly.
say. Like we all bleed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and we all have that evil within us, that whatever it is,
potential
right?
form of, it's the potential for malevolence, I believe.
Exactly. So, but yeah, that's where I stand on that. And I thought that was super interesting that he was like doing that social experiment, and then it showed, you know, that good prevails. It's like that people do have the capacity to have that rationality. It's like, no one's life is more valuable.
Yeah.
No one's.
And I just want to pose one more question for people to answer below. It's another famous thought experiment, but I'm not going to say the name of the person because our video might get, you know, flagged by YouTube or something like that. But just, you know, just try to follow along. But there's a thought experiment that if you could go back in time and get rid of permanently the man who was responsible for World War II and the atrocious, like just the atrocities with the, you know, with everything that happened, the man with the mustache in the middle, the, you know who I'm talking about, right? The most evil and vile man in the history of humanity. Yeah. Yeah, the German dude. So if you could go back and permanently delete him, would you? And would that change? Or would someone just fill in the vacuum? You know, is everything predestined to happen in a certain way? You know, like if he hadn't been the one, then someone else would have embodied that negative energy of that time and then just taken that. You know, so it's like, what would happen? What would you do? Would the world be a better place? Would it not? Who knows? No one knows, and that's the answer.
Yeah, exactly. I thought that the last thing I wanted to say was that it was interesting how at the end the Joker is talking to the Batman, and he kind of like hints at how, you know, Batman is incorruptible, but that they're going to be destined to do this forever. It's like, as long as I'm here and you are, we'll be doing this forever. And I saw that exactly as what you said, is like yin and yang. It's an eternal dance between, you know, good and evil, chaos and order, all these different things.
And one always has a little drop of itself in the other.
Exactly. So there is a good within the evil, and there is an evil within the good.
Yep.
And so that's the whole point of this, is like no one is excused. So like something else that I wanted to point out, like no one's life is more valuable than someone else's, is like it's interesting because the general public, right, might think that a celebrity's life, especially when they die, it's like always so devastating, right? They might think that this celebrity's life is so valuable that it's even more valuable than their own. For example, you know, like I'm not sure if I'm saying it, not that their life, but that
I think I know what you
just
mean.
their value as a person is higher than your own, and then
their perceived value that's established by society because of the accolades that they have. So if it's like Brad Pitt, for example, for all the great movies he's made, people who are fans of him, and then he dies, and then they're like, no, don't take him, take me instead. It's like there are people like that.
Well, not even just that. It's more like their death might cause more. What's the it would have
suffering.
More of an impact, right, than your own. So you think like I'm just this normal person. Like, I'm not saying that you would like give your life up for Brad Pitt. That's not the point I'm trying to make. It's just that we undermine our value kind of by just saying like, oh, like, yeah, the impact I would have is like maybe my family and friends, but he would have an impact on his family, his friends, the whole world, the whatever, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, but the point that I wanted to make with that, now I forgot. What was I making with that? And that is my point, is that at the end of the day, we are all just humans. We are all just souls. Like, we're nothing of here. We're not what we possess and what we own and what we have to show.
We're all human in a sense where like Brad Pitt can't fly.
Right.
Like we can't fly. So we're all like equal and normalized. It's just that society and its standards and all that stuff makes it not so.
There's no like nothing you have determines your worth more, like if you're worth more than someone else, kind of.
And the only thing that does is your soul, is your essence.
Exactly. But even then, I think that we all do have that within our souls, but it just has to be kind of discovered.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And then the last thing is that Batman becomes the selfless hero, which is he becomes whatever Gotham needs, which is so poetic to me. It's like he became what Gotham needed. So they needed to have a hero, which was Harvey Dent. And that's what he did. It's like and he becomes the silent guardian, which is what who was saying it? Gordon was saying it. So he becomes the silent guardian. Which is exactly what Gotham needs. It's like they don't need the symbol of Batman at its core. They just need his protection.
Which is interesting too, because if you add God into that equation, right? I feel like if God were to present him or herself or itself to us in like a physical form, and it would descend from the heavens, and then the whole world sees it, I feel like at first everybody's like, oh my God, like happy. But then over hundreds of years, as bad things continue to happen to us on an individual level, people will always find someone to pin the blame on. And so over time, people would forget that there was a time where they didn't even know if God was real, didn't know what his or her face looked like, and they would put the blame on him still, knowing that there's a God. And so my point is, he's becoming a silent vigilante, a silent protector now, because then people don't know who helps them. And it's better because humans just have that innate requirement to just point a finger and just put the blame on someone else. Again, accountability is almost like a foreign language to most people.
Yeah, and it's interesting because it's like they'll continue seeing Batman as the villain because he said that he was going to take on the responsibility for all of the lives that were lost.
Exactly.
And so it's like whenever help is on its way and it's him, they won't know. So he's not reaping any reward. Like there aren't people looking at him as like someone honorable or someone defending them or anything. So now when they look at him, they just think like, oh,
he's the one responsible for those
he's
6
the one
cops.
responsible. We still have to find him, or if they never do, it's like good riddance, like.
And now the irony is that he's responsible for the death of Harvey Dent.
Yeah, the guy who almost killed him.
Yeah, the White Knight of Gotham was killed by the Dark Knight of Gotham.
That's crazy.
And that's the whole yin and yang, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
I really love this. I honestly, I was a fan of the Joker, and I don't know what that says about me on a psychological level, but I understand it. Like, not a fan, but I am a fan of Heath Ledger's performance. But the character is so enticing and so hypnotizing. It's so interesting because it's literally the personification, the embodiment of just what we all hold inside is that potential and that capacity for malevolence. It's embodied and it's just running free and rampant in the world. And we're just all staring at it like a beautiful train wreck, a beautiful car accident that everybody, when they're driving on a highway, traffic slows down because everybody's just taking the time to just look at it because we're all like secretly deep down, like we're all like urging and just want destruction and chaos, but we're domesticated, that's why our ancestors were hunters and gatherers, like they would, but they also had a code of ethic, a balance and everything. But that's why I think like it's very compelling.
I'm a fan of the Batman. No, seriously though, like I think that
no, me too, obviously
he shows the capacity for
both
what we can be.
Yeah.
And for both, yeah. But it's like he's
because he shows restraint, right? So the Batman, just like you said, like he could kill anyone he wants. Like he could just go rampant and just destroy Gotham if he really wanted to. He could, but he has restraint. And I feel like we humans, like we, especially now, with like everything that's like instant gratification, lustful, drive towards lust, and we've all just lost our moral compass, and so. We admire when someone has that discipline, when someone has that restraint, and that's why we admire people who are like ex-Marines, like Jocko Willink, for example. If you guys know Jocko Willink, then drop, that comment below. But people like that who are disciplined, like wakes up at 4 a.m. every day, 3:30 a.m. or something like that. But we want that restraint. And so that's why we become hypnotized by Batman. It's like, wow, like he calculated everything. Wow, he could have killed that guy. He didn't kill him. He saved the Joker. Why didn't he just let him fall? Because we don't understand that because we're not, initiated in that understanding.
And then the last one thing I wanted to point out, because we didn't even talk about freaking Rachel dying, but I couldn't believe that. Well, I could believe why she chose Harvey Dent. I could believe why. But because of what she said, like, even if Batman retires, quote unquote, like, Bruce wouldn't be able to let it go.
Yeah, I think that she chose Harvey over Bruce because of transparency. It's like, if you're marrying or if you're Batman's girlfriend, you really don't know if Bruce will ever tell you the complete truth of who he is and what he does. And so there's like that very like being left in the dark. There's the danger that's associated with it, putting your life at risk. Women usually want men who can provide for them, who not just like in a
financial,
in a sexist way. Like I'm not trying to imply that by any means. I believe that women are completely capable of fending for themselves and surviving on their own. I'm just saying that women, like when they do search for a partner, they want a man who can, be around to take care of the children, to like help raise them, to form a family. And Bruce is just too You know, like, what's gonna happen? I don't know if he's gonna just abandon us and just go save the world, you know?
Especially when he like shows up with different girls left and right. It's like, sure, he's like just putting on this persona. It's just this image, but then it's like, you know,
it just doesn't sit well.
It doesn't resonate with
primordial level.
Her, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, but I was pretty upset about that because obviously I was rooting for them. And I can't understand why she kissed Bruce and then, like whatever.
See,
we'll get into that.
A woman can't understand women's psychology. That's how you know that women are hopeless in understanding.
No, I understand it.
Hopeless.
I do understand it, but I'm like, why didn't she just choose
why?
Bruce?
Right? I understand it, but just why? You know, like, that's
I'm just saying that I personally.
All right, guys. See ya. Take care and bye. Again, you guys will never.
It would
see
have been
her
an
again.
easy decision. Is my point.
Yeah.
Come on.
But I did like that Alfred kept that from Bruce.
Me too.
Because
he's probably gonna find out at some point, right? Like.
Yeah, maybe not, but like I think that some things just are like, if a piece of information is only gonna produce pain, then it's best to not share that information.
Yeah.
You know, like, and if you can control the amount of pain that someone who's already in pain will feel, then it's best to just keep it, just burn it.
Yeah,
and
I
so
agree.
I agree. Like, he made that tough decision, but yeah.
I agree.
All right.
Alfred is like the.
I love Alfred.
Yeah.
He's so goated to me, and I hate using that term because it makes me feel like
goated.
I'm 18. Like, he's so goated, dude. Like, oh my god.
No, he's the
so
best.
Radical, man. I'm getting way too old, and I just try to, stay young through lingo, but I can't. But yeah. Anything else?
That's it. One of the best movies I've ever seen. 10 out of 10. It was flawless.
And I'm excited for the next one, which is called The Dark Knight Rises, you said, right? So we'll be covering that one soon. Just like I've said before, we will be tying all loose ends. So all we ask is for patience. If you've subscribed and you're thinking about unsubscribing, you're like, they better post the John Wick 2 next or Godfather 2. We're going to get to all the movies. We just ask for patience because, we're just starting out. We're figuring everything out, and that's why at the beginning I gave a special shout out to the patrons because they're helping directly. It's like they're helping keep this machine rolling and moving. But we're excited, beyond excited to just continue our journey. And as always, don't forget to comment below what movie we should react to next. And don't forget that it's never wrong
to be mentally gone. Peace to the world.